I'm Tosh with Pathways to Peace Counseling, and I wanted to tell you about how I use Mousetrap in counseling sessions with kids. So it comes with instructions and rules for the game where you roll the die and then you move around the board and then you take turns putting it together, and you're supposed to put it together in order according to the directions. But what really works best in counseling is to just ditch all that. And I just dump out all the contents of the box and let kids have at it. So what ends up happening is they have to either problem solve and figure out how to do it themselves, or they have to communicate and say, where does this piece go? How does this go together? And then we cooperatively help, I help them put it together. And then once it's together, then they have to figure more things out. Like they have to figure out which way to turn the crank. And then after they turn the crank, sometimes everything works right, and sometimes it doesn't. So the ball drops and we caught a mouse. So, but then after they turn the crank, they have to go through and reset the board in order to redo it. So you've got to, raise the trap, make sure that the two balls are in their places. And then this little hand thing is where it really gets them stuck. If the hand is not put back together, it's not going to work. And so a lot of times I just keep my mouth shut and just let them do it. And then they'll be like, why didn't it work whenever they try to do it again? And so there's a lot of problem solving, a little bit of frustration. Like the table that I use in my office has a little bit of a hump in the middle of where it has a seam. And if it's not laying flat, it doesn't work properly. And so I kind of like that though, because they have to work through those problems and figure out and kind of think what's causing the problem and what can I do to make it better. So it's really a fun game. So there's like this excitement and exhilaration that they have. And then sometimes they have to calm themselves down enough to be able to think clearly to do the process of making everything work. And then sometimes kids will have little experiments, like it has these four little whoops, I'm knocking balls down. There's 4 little mice that come with it. And so sometimes they might try to cram all of them underneath the trap. And then whenever the basket falls, sometimes it catches all of them, sometimes it doesn't. And then they can problem solve that. Sometimes they try to replace the diver with one of the mice to see if it works, and it doesn't. And so there's a lot of just little things that they'll do. Or sometimes like it has these little metal balls, and you don't want to lose these suckers because it won't work without them. And so I've had marbles in my office, and they try to use a marble instead of the weighted metal ball, and it doesn't work. So everything has to be just perfect for it to, for everything to function the way it's supposed to. And it kind of opens the door to talk about different life circumstances. Like if one aspect of your life gets a little bit off, it impacts everything else. And so you kind of have to get everything back in balance in order for life to go the way it's supposed to. So it opens the door for lots of communication, lots of fun and excitement, but also some coping skills are often needed. Problem solving skills and communication skills are all needed to play this game. And it's fun. They love this one. This one gets taken out like every day at work. Have fun and enjoy it.